When my dad sold the ranch, I was 15, and I had been groomed my entire life. This is what you're going to do. And then all of a sudden it was gone. And I was really angry about it. I didn't want anything to do with ranching, and it took me until 2014. We sold the ranch in '78, and it took me that long to come back around. Some friends of mine that had a place leased up actually north of here kept after me. You need to come out and ride with us, come out and ride with us. And I hadn't been on a horse in years. And we ended up behind a herd of cattle. And I will forever say that was my best, worst mistake, because I fell in love with it all over again. And when they came off the ranch, I bought their last 2 horses and almost immediately started day working. So I'm looking at the future. I've got 4 daughters. They're all grown. They're on their own, successful. I have 7 grandkids. And it really became a quality of life thing, you know. What do I want to do with the rest of my life? Do I want to make decent money and sit here and circulate paper for the next 15 years? Or do I really want to go do something that I like? I worked for one ranch 1 day a week, because my regular job was 4 days a week. And then on Fridays, I would work over there. And I did that for about a year, and then got the opportunity to go up on the Diamond A, which is north of Seligman, and cook on one of their wagons. And so I did that, and then left there less than a year later, spent the summer back in Prescott, and then that fall I went up north of Williams on the Howard Mesa Ranch. And I was only there for like 5 months, and I heard about this. From the first time I heard about it, I thought, I want to live there. And that was before I'd even come back to start riding or anything. You know, I want that. And it's like, how would you handle a camp by yourself? You know, you haven't done this. You're 50-something, and ended up getting this job, and just fell in love with this place the first time I came out here. There's a lot of women who work on ranches. There's not a lot of women who have a camp by themselves, because it's hard. It's really hard to get the opportunity. It's hard to get the experience, and it's hard to get the opportunity. And I was really, really blessed to kind of slide in here and have the right skill set. It's peaceful. Every day is different. And there's a lot of responsibilities, but it's manageable, you know, and to coin one of Amy Steiger's phrases, we grow food, you know, and a ranch is the very origin of that part of the cycle. And the cows have one job, and that's to raise a calf. And my job is to be sure that they have everything they need to do that. I've got a book started about the desert and living out here and ranching out here. And I try to write about what I experience, but try to bring something a little different to it. I have one that's called You Don't See Me that I wrote about a year ago after being on the Howard Mesa, because I'm right along the highway that goes to the Grand Canyon, and the traffic is just constant. There's 6.5 million people visited the Grand Canyon that year. 80% of them came in over that highway. It had snowed. I was moving about 30 head of black cows right up along the highway fence and watching the cars. And there was probably, out of a couple hundred cars that went by, 2 people that saw me, that even saw that I was there. You try to talk about the real and the, you know, not be too down and not rosy it up too much, but to get it where people will make that connection. And when they're driving down the road and look out across like this desert here and think there's nothing there, but there is. We're out here, we're the ones who grow your food, and you know, you don't see us. Every blade of grass out here is important to these cows. And that cow is our livelihood, it's our living, it's everything. It pays for everything we do. It's the only reason we have anything, if we're going to stay in this life, is because of how we care for those cows. And really, we do take a lot better care of them than a lot of people think, especially for somebody that doesn't know, that's following these trends on social media and things like that. Get out there and see for yourself. Don't just believe and buy whatever's coming across that screen. You know, get out and look. Look for yourself. Make the decision yourself. And give us a chance.